friends, welcome back again. So friends, today is going to be a stand-up comedy by Anubhav Singh Bassi, and the title of the stand-up comedy is Cheating. Yes friend, it's been highly demanded for a long time and they've been really requesting it, and this is for all of you who requested it, along with a special friend who is Saurav Sharma. Yes, Saurav Sharma, I did read your comment and I'm doing this for you. As you said, it's your birthday. So wishing you a very happy birthday. So for you and for all the others who requested this video, let's watch Cheating.
My name is Anubhav Singh Bassi and I am from a very civilized city. Meerut.
Meerut civilized city है भाई?
Just a city. हमारे यहाँ कभी वहाँ आदमी ज़्यादा खबर आती है फिर प्रॉब्लम हो जाती है. And I belong to a very civilized community also. जाट हूँ मैं. Thank you. And I am a lawyer by profession. तो कहते हैं कुछ नहीं करते, एलएलबी करते हैं. अब वो नहीं हूँ. मैंने नेशनल लॉ यूनिवर्सिटी से किया. हाँ, क्योंकि कोटा होता है ओबीसी नाम का. मेरे पास कोटा था. नहीं, कोटे का प्रॉब्लम पता है क्या है? कोटा एडमिशन लेने के बाद नहीं चलता. जब मेरा एडमिशन 20 नंबर कम पे हुआ है तो अंदर जाके पासिंग मार्क्स सबके सेम क्यों है?
Good one, that was good.
अंदर जाके पास ही नहीं हो जा रहा. पहले तो मैं कॉलेज पहुंचा, मुझे गांजा मिल गया. मैंने फूका, सेमेस्टर खत्म हो गया. वो बहुत सही चीज है. मैंने 6 महीने इतना फूका ना, 2 बार तो शिव जी के सपने में आ गया.
शिव जी के सपने में आ गया? शिव जी मेरे सपने में नहीं.
उन्होंने मेरा हाथ पकड़ा है. उन्होंने मेरा हाथ पकड़ा कर थोड़ा हमारे लिए छोड़ दो बस. फिर एग्जाम्स आए. हाँ, मैं मजाक थोड़ी कर रहा हूँ. ओबीसी से ओसीबी में दुनिया देख ली थी मैंने. एग्जाम साहब ने पहली बार एग्जाम दिए, हम सारे फेल हो गए. बस ओबीसी वाले, बाकी सब पास हो गए. हमें लगा डिस्क्रिमिनेशन है. उन्होंने कहा नहीं तुम चूतिया हो. हमने कहा क्या करना है, करे जाके पढ़ाई करो. हमें बात ये जैसे पता ही नहीं था हमें. हमें ठीक है, हम कर लेंगे कुछ. हम हॉस्टल पहुंचे, हमने जाके कमेटी बनाई, सारे ओबीसी इकट्ठे किए. हमारे ग्रुप में आधे नोएडा गुज्जर, आधे मेरठ मुजफ्फरनगर के जाट और 2-3 इस देश के कोनों से आए हुए लोग. सबने कमेटी बनाई कि अब से हम करेंगे चीटिंग. हाँ, लेकिन हम करेंगे सामूहिक चीटिंग. सामूहिक चीटिंग पता क्या होता है? मैं बताता हूँ. चीटिंग का सोर्स एक होगा, 5 सारे रहेंगे. हमने क्या करा, हमने क्वेश्चन पेपर देखा अपना. मैंने कहा इसमें ना ट्रू फॉल्स आते हैं 20 नंबर के. मैंने कहा ये टीपने बस, पास हो जाएंगे. हमने प्लान बनाया, एक लड़के को टास्क दिया. हमने एक काम करियो, आगे वाली कॉपी में से ट्रू फॉल्स देख लियो और बाथरूम के गेट के पीछे लिखाइयो. हम सारे एक करके जाएंगे, ट्रू फॉल्स देख के आ जाएंगे. वाओ, सिंपल. पहले दिन ट्रू फॉल्स लिख के आया कि खुद ही मायूस खड़ा हुआ. हमने क्या हुआ, कह रहा वहां ने 1500 ट्रू फॉल्स लिखे हैं. पहले से है, हमारा यूनिक नहीं था. एक काम कर, हमारे वाले ट्रू फॉल्स पर एक बॉक्स बना क्या. हाँ, एक बॉक्स बना क्या, हमें पता चल जाएगा हमारा. लिख के आया, आधे लोग ने फेल हो गए. क्योंकि जो लिख के आया ना, इसकी हाइट है 6 फुट 4 इंच. ये महाशय यहाँ लिख के आ गया ट्रू फॉल्स. छोटे छोटे जा रहे, नीचे के 4 देख पा रहे बस. ऊपर के 6 में तुक्के मार रहे हैं. एक तो कमोड पर चढ़ के देखा तो उसमें गिर गया. इन्होंने आगे रिवॉल्व कर दिया, हम निकलेंगे मेरा गेम. चेंज करो तुम ये. जब तक हमको चेंज करते, नेक्स्ट डे हमारे टीचर को पता चल गया. उसने एग्जाम में लिख दिया इफ ट्रू वाई. उसमें लिखा बिकॉज इट नॉट फॉल्स. क्या क्या रॉन्ग आंसर से टफ बना दिया उसने. तो उसके बाद में ज्यादा क्रिएटिव बनने की जरूरत नहीं. पहला वाला तो हाँ, हमें डिग्री चाहिए, वापस आओ। फिर हमने वो पुराना वाला लिया। अब प्लान किया कि कोई दरवाजे पे लिखेगा यार, थोड़ा स्मार्ट। हमने डिसाइड किया कागज पे लिखेंगे।
अच्छा।
और एक कागज वॉशरूम में लड़का छिपा के आ जाएगा। फिर 1 घंटे बाद जब टीचर को नहीं पता चलेगा तब एक लड़का जाएगा, कागज लेके आएगा, सबको पास कर देगा।
वाह।
सिंपल। अब जो कागज लेने गया था ना, उसे दुनिया की सेफेस्ट जगह मिली पेन की कैप। उसने पेन की कैप में फर्रा देके पेन बंद कर दिया। पेन जो फर्रा फंस गया। ये अपनी सीट पे बैठ के टक 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 कर रहा है। फर्रा ही बाहर नहीं आ रहा। हम इसे कह रहे फर्रा पास कर तो पेन की कैप दे रहा। कहां से पेन की कैप घूम रही है। थोड़ी देर में टीचर को कैप मिल गई, वो कैप का पेन ढूंढ रहा है। और जिसका पेन था ना, इसने पेन फेंक दिया। ये चूतिया बिना पेन के बैठा है। खाली हाथ। टीचर आए करे तेरा ही पेन है, करे मैं तो पेन लाया नहीं। ये नाम कैसे लिखा? ये आगे वाले से मांगा था। आगे वाले ने पेन मुझसे मांगा। कह रहा तो आप ही का पेन है, पहचान नहीं पा रहे। टीचर कह रहा बेटा चीटिंग लगी तो उस पर तो गया आज। कह रहा ऐसे नहीं लगती चीटिंग। इतना कानून मैं भी जानता हूँ।
लॉ कर रहे हैं ना,
कानून का ही पेपर है। जानता है तो लिख दे। तेरा लिखता तो पेन नहीं है ना। और ये बच्चा नीचे देख क्लास के एक तरफ। इसका एक दोस्त बैठा वहां, उसे ये भी नहीं पता वो क्या रहा है। वहां से हाथ उठा के रहा, सर मेरी कैप है। कह रहा यहाँ कैसे आ गई है? कह रहा मैंने फेंक दी थी। कह रहा हमने तो नहीं देखा। कह रहा तो पकड़े जाने के पर्पस से फेंकी भी नहीं थी। टीचर घूम के गैस की सीट पे जाके इसका पेन उठाया, कैप उठाई। कह रहा बेटा ये तो इसकी कैप ही नहीं है, तो इसमें टाइट है। कह रहा तभी तो फर्रा फंस गया। कैप लिया, वो अपनी सीट पे जाके टक 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 कर रहा। फर्रा नहीं निकला। टीचर ने कैप तोड़ी, फर्रा निकाला, उस पर लिखा 4 ट्रू है 6 फॉल्स। किसी को कुछ नहीं होगा, बस तो है कौन ये? कर लो चीटिंग। मजा हुआ था, लेकिन एग्जीक्यूशन नहीं था ना हमारे पास, प्लानिंग थी। एक लड़के ने हमारा समूह ही तोड़ दिया।
क्या तोड़ दिया?
समूह।
अच्छा।
इसलिए हम पे विश्वास नहीं था। इसने कहा मैं अपने आप कर लूंगा। हमने कहा ठीक। अब नेक्स्ट डे हमें सिर्फ इसे देखना है। आज नहीं होना पास, इसको देखेंगे क्या करेगा। इसे अपने शरीर की सबसे अच्छी जगह मिली, पैर के नीचे। ये पैर के नीचे नोट्स लिख के ले गया। जब तक हॉस्टल से एग्जामिनेशन सेंटर पहुंचा ना, वो छप गया।
कहाँ?
चप्पल पे। उल्टा। अभी एग्जाम में बैठ के भी चप्पल घुमा रहा। टीचर आ क्या ये कह रहा डिजाइन है। कह रहा एक चप्पल पे। हाँ सस्ती ली थी तुझसे मतलब। टीचर ने उठाया, देखा, कह रहा इससे करके दिखा चाहिए। कर ये पहन के बाथरूम चला गया। टीचर पीछे तो शीशे के आगे चप्पल ले खड़ा हुआ है। नेक्स्ट डे अपने आप आ गया, क्या वापस आ गया। अपने आप आ गया, कह रहा बाइक वापस ले लो।
समूह में आ गया।
हमारी क्लास में अब्दुल ओबीसी की लिस्ट में लास्ट था। इसे कोई उम्मीद नहीं दुनिया से। ये जी चुका था जिंदगी। इसका हो गया था। ये आया, कह रहा कि यार देखो ऐसा है, मैं तो ना पढ़ पाता हूँ ना चीटिंग कर पाता हूँ, तो मैं ना क्लास को डिस्टर्ब कर दूंगा। क्यों? कह रहा देखो जब मैं डिस्टर्ब करूंगा तो टीचर मेरे पास आ जाएगा, तुम सब पीछे से चीटिंग कर लेना। हम सब में एक सैक्रिफाइस भी कर रहा है। मैंने कहा ठीक है। एग्जाम शुरू हुआ, पहली सीट पे बैठा, टीचर की तरफ देख के अपना हाथ देख के लिख रहा है।
खाली हाथ में? There's nothing on his hand.
हाथ पे लिखा नहीं इसका कुछ। ये बस बकचोदी कर रहा है। जैसे टीचर इसकी तरफ देखा, हाथ बंद कर लिया। टीचर इसकी तरफ आया, हाथ पीछे कर लिया। और इस टाइम पे हमें चीटिंग करनी है, हम अब्दुल को देख रहे हैं। हाथ नहीं खोल रहा। टीचर सर पे खड़ा कर हाथ खोल नहीं खोल रहा। कॉलेज में लिखा, पागल है क्या? तक उसकी वाली उंगली मोड़ के आने लगा थी, ये नहीं खोलना। कह रहा अच्छा एक सेकंड, खोलो। अल्लाह बुरे मुरैम। टीचर की तशरीफ फट गई, पागलों की तरह घूम रहा है, क्या हुआ है ये? हमसे आए, इसके हाथ में कोई लिखा था, मेरे को पता नहीं। हमने तो ये भी सुना इसे काला जादू आता है। टीचर ने उसे पास कर दिया, हमें फेल कर दिया। लेकिन हम इम्प्रेस हो गए। हमने कहा इतना जीनियस लड़का हमारे बीच करेगा। हमने कमेटी का प्रेसिडेंट बनाया उसको। हाँ, हॉस्टल तक लेके आया, कमरा बिठा के बाहुबली बोल के। तो हॉस्टल चल। अगले दिन ये चढ़ भी गया, प्रेसिडेंट बन गया। कह रहा नेक्स्ट प्लान बहुत सही है। क्या? कह रहा ऐसा प्लान है, पेपर कैंसिल हो जाए। वाह, कर दे यार प्लीज। क्या प्लान है? कह रहा देखो 10 से 1 का पेपर है, 12:05 पे मैं खांसूंगा, तुम सब अपनी टेबल हिलाने लगना। ये ग्रेजुएशन हो रहा है। हमने कहा उससे क्या होगा? कह रहा टीचर को लगा भूकंप है, वो कहेगा भागो, तो अपनी आंसर शीट लेकर भाग जाएंगे, पेपर कैंसिल। मैं फकिंग जीनियस। अगले दिन एग्जाम में 12 बजे तक किसी ने कुछ नहीं लिखा, कैंसिल होने वाला था। 12:05 पे खांसा, हम सब अपनी टेबल हिला रहे। टीचर ने बाहर जाने को बोला ही नहीं, और इसने हमें ये नहीं बताया रुकना कब है। अब अगर अलग अलग टाइम पर रुके तो भूकंप खराब हो जाएगा। ये सिग्नल लेके खांस रहा है, और तेज जा रहा है। टीचर ने आगे वाली रो को घूरा, ये रुक गए। पीछे वाले अभी भी ना रहे। टीचर घूरता चला गया, सब रुकते चले गए। लास्ट सीट पे बैठा था, खड़ा हुआ, कह रहा सर भूकंप आया, तो उन्हें ऐसा करके निकल गया। टीचर कह रहा इधर आइए, चमन चूती है, अगली बार भूकंप आए ना तो सब बता दियो कि टीचर्स टेबल भी लानी होती है।
So friends, this was really amazing. It brought back memories, I'll tell you very frankly, because I could see my school days when I was there. And yes, friends, I shouldn't say never. Yes, I've cheated once in my life. And I'm not sure if I should share it with you. Before I, decide on that, let me also share something that my brother, he was an expert in cheating. So if he watches this video, he is going to be really, really mad. But I'll let you know, and I'm sharing that secret. He was expert in cheating. There is not even a single exam that he has not cheated and passed. And not just him, his whole group of friends used to do that. There would be one good kid who would study, and that poor kid would have to help all the rest. And not only that, the whole time my father would keep telling my brother, thoda pad le, which means, study at least a little bit, your exams are coming closer. And he had the same dialogue. Abhi pad lunga na. He was like, I'll study. There's no need for you to worry. And he would go out with his friends, play cricket throughout from morning till evening. But on the day of the exams, before that day, one day before the exams, he would sit and make faras. Now, faras are what? Small slips, and you really write tiny on them, all the notes. Or he would, write it on his arm and then hide it on with his sleeves. So once I caught him doing that on his arm, and I was like, what are you doing? He said, and the answer was, Bhan, chalta hai yaar. Chalta hai. Maine kaha, but why are you doing this? You're cheating. What if you get caught? So he was, nahi hoga yaar bhai, main sambhal lunga. And he used to always get out of that situation. He was never caught in his life. And yes, the best part is he passed all his exams. From his school days to his college level, he's been doing that. So, I can totally relate with this. Now, coming back to whether I should share my... Do you think I should?
If it's something that is insignificant, maybe, yeah.
I don't know. So, friends, okay, I'll go ahead and share it, but promise me you're not going to go ahead and spread it around. And eventually, I'm just hoping that my teacher doesn't get to know it and takes away my, passing marks that I had. Now, this was during my school days, and we had our finals, and I had Sanskrit. So, you have a choice between Hindi and Sanskrit, and I had chosen Sanskrit. So, and as you all know, that Sanskrit is something that you do rattas, right? You just memorize. You don't have the logic because that's never taught to you how to write it. You just memorize everything. So, our teacher had given us questions, and these are the answers to the questions. And these are the 3 essays that you memorize, and one of these will be coming on the test, and you just put it down. Now, a few days before the final, the Sanskrit final, I was very tense. So one of my friends asked, "What's wrong?" I said, my next final is Sanskrit, and I don't know. We've been only told 3 essays, and I've started those 3. But what if something else comes? Because the teacher said there's no guarantee. Anything can be there, but these are the 3 that most commonly come. So, and she hadn't taken Sanskrit. She had taken Hindi, but her elder brother had taken Sanskrit during his time now, and I think he was in 12th at that time. So he was sitting next to me during the final. So they had made it like this, that there's going to be a student of a different grade sitting next to you so that you can't cheat. So she said, "But my brother is sitting next to you." I said, "Yeah, but I don't talk to him and I don't know him. I've never said even hello to him." So she said, I know, you're shy." So she said, "But he's taken Sanskrit. He can help you out. If you don't know that essay, you can ask him and he'll tell you what to write." I said, "Seriously, will he help me?" Kehti, yeah, don't worry. I'll tell my brother, he'll help you out. So on the day of the final, I went and sat, and to my disappointment, the essay was something totally different. So I hadn't got a clue what to write there. So I was very tense, but I was very hesitant to ask him for help because he was taking his test. So, but he was so sweet. He saw me sitting there and, being worried. So he said, "What's wrong?" I said, "The essay is something that I don't know because they haven't taught us this." So he said, "Okay, I'll tell you." So he stopped writing his finals and he started telling me, "Okay, write this." So at one, and now Sanskrit is something you don't even know how to write, right? Because the pronunciation, which matra has to go where. So after a few lines, I was like, what? So eventually he said, "Okay, don't worry, you pass me your test. I'll write it down for you." And he wrote the whole essay for me. And not only that, after that, he went back to his test and he did his test too. So I don't know if he passed that test because most of the time he spent on my essay. But I definitely passed my Sanskrit test. So I was amazed that there are people like this who really go out of the way to help. So after the test, I went to my friend and I said, "Your brother really helped me. He wrote my whole essay down." She said, "Of course he would do it. I'd asked him." So I was so happy. And even whenever we are talking, I write down to my friend, "Say thank you to your brother." And she's forgotten it. And she's like, "For what?" I said, "I can't tell you here on the public platform because everybody is going to know that. So, but just say thank you to him, and when we meet personally, I'll explain it to you." So she said, okay. So, these are the things that you never forget because they're so, precious to you. So that was the only time I actually did cheating. Now let's ask my husband, have you ever cheated?
No, I have never cheated, but I'm going back to this point that how come, they could not figure out that the handwriting had changed?
I don't know.
Right? Looking at somebody's grading and they're looking at it, suddenly the handwriting has changed and the essay has come in a different handwriting. I don't know how they didn't catch. But and the other point is, we are talking about Sanskrit, and in our time, yes, there was you could take the Sanskrit, but I'm not sure how many people have benefited from that.
No,
after
I don't
learning
think.
the Sanskrit, how many people started to apply it in real life? At least I could not see an example where somebody learned Sanskrit and they are applying it in daily life.
Not in daily life, but I knew one of my father's friend's daughter, who had then pursued Sanskrit even in college. So she did a master's in Sanskrit and even I think PhD in Sanskrit, and then she started teaching in college.
Right, so that's what it is.
So that
right?
you can,
So,
I think you can become a lecturer.
Yeah, so okay, that's what I'm saying, right? I think maybe they have to look at the practicality. It is good to teach Sanskrit, but then they need to promote Sanskrit also so that people do see where they can use it. If you can't use it, people will forget eventually. And that too, I don't think after you do that course, the people were so good that they could converse in Sanskrit. So,
I don't think so.
They had to keep some practical things in mind. So going back, I never cheated in my life. I never.
Wow, I knew you would say that.
No, I never felt the need to cheat, and looking at all the hassles that I thought maybe these kids, instead of thinking about how to cheat, if they would have studied, they would have been okay.
Now this is just exactly what a parent would say to his son, because my father would say, like, thoda पढ़ लो, instead of doing cheating, इतनी मेहनत चीटिंग में ही कर रहे हो, उतनी पढ़ाई में ही कर लेते तो पास हो जाओगे.
Right, exactly. I mean, it takes so much, effort and tension to cheat.
Of course.
Rather be tension free and just learn and do it. But anyhow, each person has their own constraints, and it was a very nice video. It was very nice to see all the stunts that were going on. And I think what he was trying to say was that because so many people are cheating, the cheating has become so complex. When he went over there, there's so many people cheating. Who knows, man? Which one was your answer? And then and he was trying to make fun of their intellect in a way to make it funny that okay, they didn't know how to cheat also. So that was interesting. And I would say that there's also a good point that he raised about OBC, that even though with less marks you're able to get admitted, but then what? Then it's not going to help you in completing your education, and then you will be at a disadvantage later. For example, even if he was trying to be a lawyer, of which in a light-hearted sense he was saying, but if somebody does become a lawyer but he did not study well, then how will he win the cases? If somebody becomes a doctor, how will he operate, and how will he save lives, life of people? And then if somebody becomes any profession that you're doing where you have cheated, then I don't know how you're going to survive later on.
That's why he was saying that just like you have quota for people, same way the passing grades also should be lowered by 10, 20 points.
Yeah, so that's right. So if we do that, at the end of the day, you will not be able to do your job, and then you'll be frustrated in life, because in any way, I mean, when you, for the younger people, right, eventually when you complete your education and you actually on the job, if you had not studied well, then you will be very frustrated in your job. If you are doing the job, for example, if somebody is an engineer and he goes and he has to build something, they'll be very frustrated. Everything that they have to do will look very difficult to them. It'll be difficult to them because they did not...
because they cheated.
They cheated and they did not learn the concept. So now everything is difficult. And they will have tough time. And other people will be able to do like this, but they will have tough time. And that you lose your morale. And at that time you think, hey man, I think I should have studied. So for the younger people, I would say that it's better to spend time learning, because there is no easy way out in life. Eventually you will get stuck somewhere.
But guys, I'm glad I did not see this video, because earlier I was thinking I'll make Rishi sit in this video. But I'm glad, because if I had, he would also have got some ideas from this, because this was telling you exactly how to, not make blunders, because they failed because they did not plan well. But this was a fantastic video, had lots of fun, brought back school days memories, because there were so many of my friends who used to cheat. And then I had my brother right there in my house who was an expert cheater, just like how this gang, he was talking about himself and his gang. So I could totally relate with him, because I had an example right there in my house. So this was really, really fun, guys, and I hope you also enjoyed it. So now we'll end this video and we'll come back again in another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!